Hi, I'm Don Goldberg with TechView, and back with us is one of our favorite guests, Bruce Klein, Senior Vice President at Cisco for Public Sector. And today we're here to talk about higher ed. And Cisco does a lot of great stuff with higher ed. What are the trends that you're seeing in higher ed these days?
We're seeing a couple things, Don. One is branding, and universities wanting to brand to attract students. We're seeing public safety, student safety is very, very important on campus, as you can tell by some of the events that have taken place.
Sure.
We see research and being able to really attract the right researchers to universities and have the right environments in research. And we also see global expansion, where the universities are looking, how do they go after and attract students, thinking about 1.4 million people in India, China, things are exploding. How do they also bring them into their university? And one of the great examples is with Duke University. We're announcing this new lecture hall that they've built completely on Cisco TelePresence technology, where they're going to be able to have reaches into students outside the United States and inside the United States like they've never had before. And the technology is amazing, and the whole lecture hall is really state-of-the-art and very transformational.
So schools like Duke that need to compete on a global marketplace, not only can they reach students and students have access, but it's another revenue stream for a place like Duke, and that's got to be important for schools.
Exactly, and exactly. It also gives them a global branding outside the United States. So it's a way, without having to build brick and mortar university buildings outside the United States, they can get access to these students with the use of technology and the use of this video technology. And that's the real benefit of this collaboration environment and the second wave of the internet.
Now, you've been doing some interesting things at Purdue as well. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, with Purdue University, they were really interested in the branding piece, in connecting their students to the environment. We had a very, very big wireless implementation at Purdue University, and they're using it for really unique ways. They wanted to bring the students into the learning process, and they constructed a concept called crowdsourcing. So basically, their students now are connected anytime, any place, anywhere, and they can have interactive discussions with the professor about the lecture that they're in, about the lecture they heard, what they would do differently, how they're thinking differently, and it kind of brings them into the discussion, makes it very innovative for the professor to hear what the students really think and how they should adjust their material based on how the students are learning and how they're grasping the concepts. And it's all building an environment to make it easy for them to collaborate.
It's a different world than when we were in school.
Oh, absolutely.
So how are, the schools must be thirsting for this kind of interactive, connected networking so that the students can learn the way that they're used to learning and not just be stuck with somebody lecturing at the front of the classroom.
When you talk about branding and attracting students, our kids are growing up with that social networking environment where they're multitasking, they're involved in this type of communication and collaboration. They're expecting that when they come into the business world. They're expecting that when they step on the university campus. And that's what we see Purdue offering them, that ability to stay connected, be inclusive, and be really part of a community, and to add to the strength of Purdue University. So it's really innovative.
And so when schools like Purdue need to compete for the best students out there, if they don't have these kind of technologies in place, students may look elsewhere.
Yes, exactly. And other universities are doing very similar things. With 802.11n technology, which gives you the speed and the ability to set up these wireless environments so that they can create this type of environment on campus, many other campuses realize and that's where our opportunities are. They need to compete, and they need to be offering that same type of capability to the students they're attracting.
Sounds great. I sort of wish I could go back to school.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun to be on campus and see it.
Well, Bruce, thank you for being here as always.
Thanks, Don.
Great
Appreciate it.
I'm Don Goldberg for TechView.